Welcome everybody back to my channel. Today I really wanted to focus on soft speaking, especially because my video yesterday had no talking, essentially. I thought I would focus on soft speaking today to sort of even it out a little bit. I also wanted to do some little triggers here and there, and my main goal for today is you can have me as background sound for studying, or if you just want to go to bed right away. Hopefully I can really make you relax, just relax. So, to help us out a little bit, I also did light a candle here. I've used this candle multiple times. This is almost like me showing you progress as to how much of the candle that I've burned so far. We're about halfway through this jar here. This one has a very sweet, very delicate smell. It's called Pink Sands. The brand is Yankee Candle. I think my spouse and I are actively going through about 3 of these big ones. Hopefully we will have gone through them maybe by Christmas, because I would love to get some Christmas candles at the end of this year too. Since the flame has gotten lower and lower and lower into the jar here, the top here of the jar has started to fog up a little bit, blacken as well, so it doesn't look as aesthetic anymore, but I still love the scent, so my goal is to go through this entire thing. A nice candle like this always helps set the mood. Helps you feel nice and relaxed. I'll have that going today. There we go. What do I want to start off with? I brought a few different things here with me. This one might be good. Are you interested in little crinkle sounds right now? This right here. So, this is not a normal pack of Pokemon cards. If it is, I would have it open right now. I wouldn't be able to help myself. This is a pack of cards from the McDonald's Happy Meals that we had last year. The reason why I don't have it open is because these cards are not very interesting. Truthfully, I got them mostly because they also, I I believe came with stickers. I also really like stickers, so. Here on the back, though, we have Dragonite with a little Pikachu riding on its back right here. The packaging for this card set too, it feels different. It feels a little more like paper. Dragonite. I like Dragonite. It's a cute Pokemon. The evolution line makes absolutely no sense to me, but it's still very cute. I think it is based off of Chinese dragon style, whereas Charizard is maybe more medieval, kind of the European style. I've been trying to reorganize all of my cards recently. It has been a lot of work, but I really enjoy organizing. I love making things look pretty just wherever I feel like it's meant to be. So I do have fun with it at the same time. Tiny little crinkly tops here. Are people still doing final exams right now? It seemed like a lot of people were doing it, but I never know when they finish. I graduated college in 2020, so it's been a little bit. I don't even remember anymore. The Pokemon Company International Ireland Limited. And there's an Ireland address on here. That's very interesting. Was it printed in Ireland? Just distributed from there? That's interesting. I had no idea. I also have here a usual favorite trigger of mine that I cannot stop using because of the taps mostly. favorite taps ever. I have been looking for other things I have that make tapping sounds, as well as this one here. And I have yet to figure something else out. I think I just need to get like a mason jar or something. Fill it up with some water, and maybe that'll make some really nice sounds too. The sides of this bottle is textured as well. Also makes really good sounds right on the side here. I'm just really glad that I have these microphones now, because when I was using just my iPhone, as much as I love lo-fi ASMR, some sounds, like sometimes the perfume bottle here, it wouldn't catch it correctly. So I would have to edit some of the bad parts out. But these microphones, thankfully they can catch any sound that I have been producing. Makes me so happy. This room is really starting to fill up with that wonderful scent of the Pink Sands candle. It smells really good. My spouse is lighting a different one in the other room right now. This whole house is gonna smell amazing. I can hear owls right now outside my window. I hear them every day, actually. I never see them, though. I'm pretty sure they're owls. Never ever see them. I hear all kinds of birds, but they're so hidden all the time. When I was in high school, I was hanging out with my friend, just about 5 minutes away from where I live, right here. And I saw a woodpecker for the first time, pecking at wood. I didn't even know there were any in Idaho. It was so loud. And I have not seen another woodpecker since then. It was just the one time. But I know locally around here there are quite a few interesting animals. I've definitely come across a lot of coyotes. In fact, one time I was on a solo drive in the middle of the night. I used to do that quite often when I was in college. And I was on a mountain road. I stopped because I saw a dog in my headlights. I almost went out which is a really bad idea, but when you're in your early 20s, sometimes you think of bad things, make bad decisions. I'm glad I didn't, though, because when I looked a little more carefully, I realized it was a coyote. It was so small, though. It was smaller than a regular medium-sized dog you might see. I had no idea that they were that small. And very cute. It looked really cute, too. Not a wild animal, but I've come across a lot of cows preventing me from driving. There are some areas here, quite a few actually, where dairy farmers just let their livestock roam all over the place. And sometimes they do get in the middle of the road. I was jump scared by a cow in the middle of the night once too. That's what happens in Idaho, I guess. I know there are also, I think, mountain lions here. I've heard that those are actually very terrifying creatures. I would be terrified to come face to face with one. I know kind of northern Idaho has a lot of beautiful wildlife too. I'm kind of curious to know if wherever you live has some interesting wildlife. Here, I would say deer are also very, very common. We see wild rabbits and stuff. Those are always very cute. Very non-threatening rabbits. I also have here my little Spoolie. I would love to make some sounds with this and also scratch gently on the microphone covers too. I think that'll be relaxing. Idaho is very known for potatoes. I wonder if you knew that or not. Idaho has a lot of fun parts to it. Growing up, at least, it was corn mazes every fall, which is so fun. Spooky, haunted corn mazes, too. And people here are generally very, very friendly. So, I do like living here. I don't have plans of moving. Let me scratch a little bit here. There we go. Just scratching the microphone cover here a little bit. right now, my entire family lives here. I say that like I have a big family. It's very small. I just have one brother. But my parents and my brother all live right here. My brother was living in Houston for a while, but moved back due to some injuries. And now I have a feeling that he'll probably just stick around in Idaho for a bit. Scratching a little bit. Just scratching. My family, though, they do express that they want to move back to Japan, to the point where they were looking into apartments and stuff. But since I'm married and I have a place here, I don't think I would tag along with them. My spouse would probably like if I did tag along with them. And if I took my spouse too, I'm sure they would love it, but yeah, I think I'd rather just stay here. I'm pretty, I don't know, I like to stay and stick with things that I am familiar with for the most part. A lot of my friends I've had for a long time. I live maybe 2 minutes away from the home that I grew up in as a child. Since I know this area, it makes me feel very comfortable. But if my family did move back to Japan without me, I would be a little bit sad, I won't lie. I'd be sad, but I can just see them every time I go back. It can be hard being away from family and friends and maybe the city you grew up in and stuff. For some people, they just want to go wild, they're very free, they can go out, leave their hometown and everything. But I am quite the opposite. I love these spoolie sounds, so nice. At first it was very hard navigating through school when I was just kind of thrown into school without knowing English. But when you are a kid, you learn and pick things up so fast. So this is truly my home here, is Idaho. I really do view Idaho as my home. I have quite a few things today actually. If we want some box tapping sounds, I have this little Lego set here. Lego Minecraft. I actually have a huge Lego Minecraft world that I have been working on since 2014. And I'm always adding sets, different parts to the world. They also released recently a Lego Minecraft movie line of Lego sets. Separate from the regular Minecraft ones. They look a little bit different. The pieces, the minifigures, they're stylized according to the movie that came out recently. As much as I loved the movie, since I want to keep the consistency in my Minecraft world, I'll probably just continue to buy the regular Minecraft game sets. But it was interesting to see that they also came out with sets just for the movie. A little bit of gripping on the box here. My spouse is born and raised in Idaho here, and we actually met in middle school, so we've known each other for a long time. Which is also why I was very comfortable getting married at a fairly young age. I guess 23 is not too young, but relatively young. I was like, I've already known him so long, what's the point of waiting? At that point, we had already been together, dating, for 4 years. Yeah, and then our marriage anniversary, our 4th marriage anniversary is coming up this summer, so that'll be fun. By the way, I think I mentioned this recently. I've been seeing so many comments of people talking about how stressed they are. And I really hope that everyone is truly trying to do something for themselves. Really, really hope so. I see a lot of anxiety in the comment section, which I have anxiety as well, so I definitely understand that. We are all in this together. We're all very nervous together, so don't feel left out. I know with my anxiety, sometimes I feel like I shouldn't do fun things for myself, that I have to just sit there and stress out. But that's not true. You should always do fun things for yourself, like build a Lego set or something. Don't be afraid to take time to do literally whatever sounds fun to you. And don't feel bad about it. Ooh, I have another nice item here. I haven't used this one in quite some time. This is Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer slash Base. I haven't used this in a little bit. I haven't had much redness recently. Sometimes I have a little redness around my nose and stuff, or in the winter time. But recently, my skin's been pretty good. Skin looks naturally corrected and reflective as a crystal. The green color correcting filter corrects redness and provides a glowing complexion. Includes spirulina, I think, which is high in antioxidants. Wear alone or to prep skin for lasting makeup. Let's do some lid sounds with this too. I remember the lid sounds were really nice. Regarding anxiety, I will say I was definitely the most anxious about my previous jobs, especially my full-time job that I thought I was going to do forever at a refugee resettlement place. That made me very, very anxious all the time, because a lot of clients were relying on me and my coworkers for everything. You know, a lot of them just came to the US for the first time, maybe just a few months prior or something. That was a lot of pressure on everybody. And I was working there right when Afghan refugees started coming to the US. And I also helped clients from DRC. And I quit right after Ukrainians recently started coming in, just a few years back. But it was very, very hectic and very straining. My brain was always all over the place. I was doing a lot of therapy then as well. I did therapy until very recently, actually. But even though I am very lucky, I have never been through any incredibly traumatic experiences like a lot of my clients had gone through. But I was still kind of getting just a little bit of the second-hand experience, is what they would call it at work. So I've never experienced anything near as horrible as wars and stuff, but it helped me really realize that burnout is no fun. And regardless of anything, you really do have to take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't really take care of others. But that is my personal experience on anxiety and burnout. And like I said, I see it happen with a lot of my viewers. It makes me really sad. But yeah, it's gonna be okay. I promise. You will make it through. And I know for some people, it may not be work that is the most stressful. It might be something else. There are so many things that are stressful in life, right? Let's see. I also have this one I have used before, but it's really cute. My little Tamagotchi, my little Mimichi here. I play on the Tamagotchi Uni every single day. I have it either on a lanyard or I keep it on my wrist, kind of like a watch. The Tamagotchi Uni has DLCs even. I recently got a new DLC that I've been playing with. It's so fun. Big fan of Tamagotchi. I love Tamagotchi. I first got, I think, the Tamagotchi connection when I was younger, and that's what really got me into it. After that, whenever my parents got me one, maybe for my birthday or Christmas, I was just so happy, and I've kept all of the Tamagotchis that I've ever had. And they all still work too. And it's fun. All Tamagotchis mostly have different types of features. Maybe different added characters, different actions you can do, different items, foods, things like that. It's fun to play on a variety and see all of the differences. But if you're thinking about getting a Tamagotchi, truthfully, I don't recommend getting like generation 1 and 2 and stuff. They're very basic. You'll probably get tired of it quickly. But I recommend right now the Tamagotchi Uni. It's got probably just the most features out of every Tamagotchi. I think it's still the only one that has a full like Wi-Fi connection and stuff. It's so fun. She's trapped in there. Poor unfortunate thing. I feel like the Tamagotchi community nowadays is a little bit small Kind of feels like a niche toy, but it really is so fun for me. And yeah, I literally keep it on my wrist a lot. I can use it like a watch too. I love this little carrying case since it can protect any plushie that you put inside. Especially Mimiti here. Most of her fur is white and her ears are kind of a navy blue. White plushies get dirty so fast. Or maybe they get the same amount of dirt, but it's more noticeable. That's the problem. So, this is just an excellent little case for her. I just bought this in November at the Bandai Namco store in Yokohama. My mom is going back to Japan next month. I might make her stop at that store and get me more Tamagotchi stuff. Bring it back for me. Did you enjoy all of these triggers? I did a lot of yapping today, but that was the point. I definitely wanted to focus on talking a lot. But I hope you found this all to be relaxing. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you are taking care of yourself today. Please have a good rest of your night, and I will see you tomorrow